Hello and welcome again to my YouTube channel, Legal Information, Law Insights. I am Advocate Mukund Mahajan. Today, we will discuss an important topic: perjury, what it is, how Indian law treats it, real-life examples, and how one can avoid committing perjury. The entire judicial system relies on truth. If people lie under oath, courts cannot function properly. That's why perjury is a serious offense in India and many other countries. What is perjury? First, let's understand what perjury means. Perjury means making a false statement under oath or swearing to a false fact in a legal setting, knowing it is untrue. Example of perjury. In a murder case, a witness swears in court that he saw the accused at the crime scene. Later, CCTV footage proves the accused was 100 kilometers away. This false statement under oath is perjury. A person submits a fake income certificate in a divorce case to reduce alimony. This is also perjury. 2. Legal definition of perjury in India. Now, let's understand the legal definition of perjury in India. Perjury is covered under Section 227 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 2023. Section 227, giving false evidence. If a person, under oath or legally bound to state the truth, makes a false statement knowing it is false, it is perjury. Punishment for perjury is prescribed under Section 229 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 2023. Section 229, punishment for false evidence. If a person intentionally gives false evidence in court, they can be jailed for up to 7 years and fined. 3. Where can perjury occur? Now, let's understand where perjury can occur. Perjury does not just happen in courts. It occurs in courtroom testimonies, false witness statements. Courtroom testimonies, false witness statements. One of the most common forms of perjury occurs in courtroom testimonies, where a witness deliberately makes a false statement under oath. When a person appears in court as a witness, they are required to take an oath or affirmation to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. If they intentionally lie, misrepresent facts, or withhold crucial information, they commit perjury, which is a criminal offense under Section 227 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 2023. How false witness statements affect justice? Obstructing justice, false testimony can mislead judges, causing wrongful convictions or acquittals. Framing innocent people, a fabricated statement can destroy an innocent person's life by making them appear guilty of a crime they did not commit. Helping the guilty escape punishment. If a witness lies to protect a criminal, it allows the real offender to walk free. Example of perjury in courtroom testimony. Example 1. A witness in a murder case swears under oath that they saw the accused at the crime scene. Later, CCTV footage proves the accused was 100 kilometers away at the time of the incident. This false statement is perjury. Example 2. A business partner files a case of cheating against another partner. To strengthen his case, he presents a friend as a false witness, claiming to have seen the fraud happening. If caught, both the witness and the person presenting the false testimony can be charged with perjury. Legal consequences of giving false testimony in court. If a person is found guilty of lying in court, they can be punished under Section 229 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 2023, which prescribes imprisonment up to 7 years and a fine, or both. Conclusion. False witness statements seriously harm the justice system, leading to wrongful convictions, delayed trials, and loss of public trust in the courts. That's why perjury is a punishable offense, and courts take it very seriously. Affidavits in property cases. Falsely claiming ownership. Affidavits in property cases, false statements and their consequences. Affidavits play a crucial role in property-related legal matters, such as ownership disputes, land transactions, inheritance claims, tenancy issues, and mortgage agreements. When a person files an affidavit in court or before a legal authority, they swear that the information provided is true to the best of their knowledge. However, if a person intentionally submits a false affidavit to misrepresent facts, hide ownership details, or manipulate legal proceedings, they commit perjury under Section 227 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 2023, BNS, 2023. How false affidavits affect property cases? Fraudulent ownership claims: a person falsely declares ownership of a property to deprive the rightful owner of their legal rights. Illegal land grabbing: fraudulent affidavits are used to occupy land illegally or transfer land titles unlawfully. Misrepresentation in court: if a person provides a false affidavit in a property dispute, it can mislead the court, resulting in a wrongful judgment. Example of perjury in property affidavits. Example 1. A person files an affidavit in court claiming to be the only heir to a property, hiding the fact that other legal heirs exist. If this is proven false, the person can be charged with perjury. Example 2. A landowner signs an affidavit stating that a property has no tenants. Later, it is revealed that several tenants have legal rent agreements. This false statement can lead to legal action for perjury. Legal consequences of submitting a false affidavit in property cases. According to Section 229 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 2023, making false statements in an affidavit is a serious offence, punishable by imprisonment up to 7 years and a fine, or both. Additionally, if the false affidavit results in financial loss or unlawful property transfer, additional charges under fraud and forgery laws, sections 336 to 338 of BNS, 2023, may apply. How to avoid perjury in property affidavits? Always verify the facts before signing an affidavit. Consult a lawyer to ensure the affidavit is accurate and legally valid. Never submit false information, as legal consequences can be severe. Conclusion. False affidavits in property cases can lead to fraudulent land transactions, wrongful ownership claims, and serious legal consequences. Courts consider such acts as perjury, and those found guilty can face imprisonment and fines. Therefore, it is always important to submit truthful and legally verified affidavits in property-related matters. Election affidavits. Fake educational qualifications. Election affidavits, false declarations, and their legal consequences. Election affidavits are crucial documents that candidates contesting elections must submit to the Election Commission of India, ECI. These affidavits contain important details, including personal information, name, age, address, etc. Educational qualifications, criminal records, if any, financial assets and liabilities. Pending cases or legal disputes. Since election affidavits are sworn statements, providing false information in these documents is considered perjury under Section 227 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 2023, BNS, 2023. How false election affidavits impact democracy? Hiding criminal background. If a candidate falsely declares that they have no criminal cases, voters may unknowingly elect someone involved in serious offenses. Undisclosed financial assets. Some candidates try to conceal their actual wealth to avoid scrutiny or hide illegal earnings. Fake educational qualifications. If a candidate lies about their degrees or professional background, it misleads voters about their competence. Example of perjury in election affidavits. Example 1. A candidate declares in their election affidavit that they have no pending criminal cases. Later, it is discovered that they have multiple charges under investigation. This false statement constitutes perjury. Example 2. A politician claims to have a master's degree from a renowned university. After verification, it is found that they never attended that university. This misrepresentation can lead to legal action. Legal consequences of filing a false election affidavit. According to Section 229 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 2023, submitting false information in an election affidavit is a serious offence, punishable by imprisonment up to 7 years and a fine, or both. Additionally, under Section 125 of the Representation of the People Act, 1951, a candidate providing false information in an election affidavit may face imprisonment up to 6 months, or a fine, or both. In extreme cases, the Election Commission of India, ECI, can also disqualify the candidate from contesting elections, declare the election null and void if false affidavits are discovered after the results. How to avoid perjury in election affidavits? Ensure that all information provided is accurate and verifiable. Disclose all financial assets, liabilities, and criminal records honestly. Verify educational qualifications and other credentials before submitting the affidavit. Conclusion: false declarations in election affidavits undermine democracy, mislead voters, and impact the integrity of elections. Since these affidavits are legally binding, any false statement is considered perjury and can lead to criminal prosecution, disqualification, and even cancellation of election results. Therefore, candidates must ensure that their affidavits contain only truthful and accurate information. Example: in 2018, a high-profile politician was caught lying about his educational qualification in an election affidavit. The court initiated perjury proceedings against him. Fake business records hiding financial fraud. Fake business records, fraud, perjury, and legal consequences. Fake business records refer to fraudulent financial statements, manipulated accounting books, or false documentation used to misrepresent a company's financial health, profits, or transactions. These records can be forged to evade taxes, deceive investors, secure loans fraudulently, or manipulate stock prices. Since business documents like audit reports, tax returns, and financial disclosures are submitted under oath or legal declarations, fabricating such records is a form of perjury under Section 227 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023, BNS 2023, and financial fraud under Sections 336 to 338 of BNS 2023. How fake business records are used for fraud. 1. Tax evasion: companies underreport profits or inflate expenses to pay lower taxes. 2. Bank loan fraud: businesses submit false revenue statements to secure loans from banks. 3. Investor fraud: a company overstates profits to attract investments, misleading shareholders. 4. Stock market manipulation: false earnings reports can artificially inflate stock prices, leading to market fraud. Example of fake business records and perjury. Example 1. A company submits audited accounts showing 50 crore rupees in profits to obtain a bank loan, but later, it is revealed that the actual profits were only 5 crore rupees. This is business fraud and perjury. Example 2. A corporate executive presents false balance sheets to investors claiming high returns. Later, when investors suffer heavy losses, the executive faces criminal charges for fraud and perjury. Legal consequences of maintaining fake business records. Under Section 229 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023, perjury related to financial documents is punishable by imprisonment up to 7 years and a fine, or both. Additionally, under Sections 336 to 338 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023, financial fraud and falsification of business records can lead to up to 10 years of imprisonment, and a fine up to 3 times the amount of fraud committed. Under the Companies Act 2013, submitting false financial statements can also result in heavy penalties on company directors and auditors, banning of responsible executives from holding corporate positions. If the fraud involves bank loans or public funds, money laundering and banking fraud laws may also apply, leading to stricter punishments. How to prevent business record fraud and perjury? Ensure accurate financial reporting through independent audits. Maintain transparent and legally compliant business documentation. Avoid manipulating records for tax benefits, loans, or investment purposes. Consult legal and financial experts before submitting official statements. Conclusion: maintaining fake business records is a serious offense, as it misleads tax authorities, banks, investors, and the public. Such fraud can lead to legal action under perjury, corporate fraud, and financial crime laws, resulting in severe penalties, imprisonment, and corporate bans. To avoid legal consequences, businesses must ensure complete transparency and truthfulness in their financial records. 4. Legal process to punish perjury. Step 1. The court identifies a false statement. Step 2. The court orders an inquiry under Section 340 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 2023. Step 3. If perjury is proved, a separate trial begins. Step 4. If found guilty, the accused is sentenced under Section 229 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 2023. 5. Famous perjury case in India. Jessica Lal murder case. Many witnesses initially lied under oath to protect the accused. Later, under public pressure, some witnesses changed their statements. The Supreme Court warned about the grave consequences of perjury. 6. How to avoid perjury? Always speak the truth in court. Verify documents before submitting them. Consult a lawyer before giving statements under oath. Conclusion: perjury is not just lying, it is a criminal offense that can lead to imprisonment. The Indian legal system does not take false statements lightly. Always be honest in legal matters. For more informative legal videos, make sure to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching this video. I will meet you in the next video soon.